Imagine a power so vast, so enduring, that it seems destined to rule forever. The Roman Empire at its zenith commanded millions, stretching from the misty shores of Britain to the sun-baked sands of Syria. Its legions were unmatched. Its emperors were worshipped as gods. Yet this colossal empire, this seemingly invincible force, crumbled. It fell victim to the same forces that haunt empires throughout history. Rome's fall was not a single catastrophic event. It was a slow, agonizing decline, marked by internal decay and external pressures. Over centuries, the once mighty empire succumbed to a perfect storm of economic hardship, military overstretch, and political instability. The story of Rome's fall is a cautionary tale. It is a reminder that even the most powerful empires are not immune to the forces of history. At the heart of Rome's decline lay a festering economic wound. The empire, once fueled by the spoils of conquest, found itself drained by the costs of maintaining its vast territories. Constant wars and expansion had depleted the treasury. The once abundant flow of gold and silver from conquered lands slowed to a trickle. To make matters worse, Rome's economy was heavily reliant on slave labor. As the empire ceased to expand, the supply of slaves dwindled. This led to labor shortages and rising costs, further straining the already burdened economy. Inflation soared, eroding the purchasing power of Roman citizens. The Roman government, desperate for revenue, resorted to debasing its currency. They reduced the silver content in their coins, hoping to mint more money and ease the crisis. However, this only served to exacerbate the problem. The Roman Empire, for centuries, prided itself on its military might. Its legions were legendary, renowned for their discipline, training, and unwavering effectiveness in battle. However, even the mighty Roman army was not invincible. From the depths of Germania, from the steppes of Asia, came waves of migrating tribes, driven by a potent mix of desperation and ambition. These barbarians, as the Romans called them, sought new lands, new opportunities, and a share of the empire's wealth. The Romans, accustomed to victory, initially dismissed these threats. However, they underestimated their opponents' tenacity, their adaptability, and their sheer numbers. The constant pressure on Rome's borders forced the empire to divert troops and resources from crucial areas. While Rome grappled with external threats, a deeper rot was festering at its core: political instability. The empire, once ruled by wise and capable emperors, fell prey to corruption, intrigue, and a relentless struggle for power. Gone were the days of Augustus, Trajan, and Marcus Aurelius, emperors who had guided Rome to its zenith. In their place emerged a string of weak, short-lived rulers, more concerned with personal gain than with the welfare of their people. The Roman Senate, once a bastion of political wisdom and stability, became a breeding ground for factionalism and intrigue. Senators, driven by ambition and greed, engaged in bitter power struggles, undermining the empire's stability. Assassinations, coups, and civil wars became commonplace, further weakening the already fragile empire. The constant turmoil at the top had a devastating effect on the morale of the Roman people. Section 5. Intrigue and Assassination, the Dark Side of Power. The corridors of power in ancient Rome echoed with the whispers of conspiracy, the clink of poisoned goblets, and the thud of daggers finding their mark. The struggle for power in the Roman Empire was a deadly game, where the stakes were high and the players ruthless. Emperors, suspicious of rivals and fearful of plots, surrounded themselves with guards and spies. Yet, even the most cautious of rulers could fall victim to treachery. The Praetorian Guard, originally tasked with protecting the emperor, became notorious for their role in making and unmaking emperors, often selling their loyalty to the highest bidder. The Julio-Claudian dynasty, Rome's first imperial family, was a hotbed of intrigue and violence. Tiberius, haunted by paranoia, exiled or executed potential rivals. Caligula, his successor, descended into madness and tyranny, only to be assassinated by his own guards. The reign of Nero, the last of the Julio-Claudian emperors, was a whirlwind of debauchery, extravagance, and cruelty. Section 6. Bread and circuses, the price of distraction. As the Roman Empire teetered on the brink of collapse, its rulers resorted to a potent tool to maintain order and quell unrest distraction. They offered the Roman populace a steady diet of bread and circuses, a potent mix of free grain and lavish spectacles designed to appease the masses and divert their attention from the empire's mounting problems. The Colosseum, Rome's iconic amphitheater, became a symbol of this policy. Within its massive walls, gladiators fought to the death, wild animals were slain, and elaborate mock naval battles captivated the imaginations of thousands. Chariot races at the Circus Maximus drew even larger crowds as spectators cheered on their favorite charioteers with a fervor that bordered on religious ecstasy. While these spectacles provided temporary amusement and a sense of unity, they masked a deeper malaise within Roman society. The bread and circuses, while effective in the short term, ultimately contributed to the decline of Roman civic virtue. Section 7. Echoes of Rome, Lessons for Today. The fall of the Roman Empire is a stark reminder that even the mightiest empires are not immune to decline. It offers valuable lessons for the present, urging us to examine the health of our own societies and to heed the warning signs of decay. Rome's economic woes, its military overstretch, and its political instability resonate with challenges faced by nations today. Globalization, technological advancements, and shifting geopolitical landscapes have created a complex and interconnected world where the echoes of Rome's fall can be heard in the struggles of modern states. The lessons of Rome are not merely historical curiosities. They are cautionary tales, urging us to learn from the mistakes of the past and to build more resilient, just, and sustainable societies. Section 8. The legacy endures: art, architecture, and law. While the Roman Empire may have crumbled, its legacy continues to shape the world we live in. Roman art, architecture, and law have left an enduring mark on Western civilization, influencing everything from our buildings and cities to our legal systems and languages. Roman architects were masters of engineering and design, creating monumental structures that still inspire awe today. The Colosseum, the Pantheon, and the aqueducts stand as testaments to their ingenuity, while Roman roads and bridges continue to shape the landscape of Europe. Roman law, with its emphasis on justice, fairness, and the rule of law, forms the bedrock of many legal systems around the world. Its principles of property rights, contracts, and due process continue to influence legal thought and practice. The Latin language, once spoken throughout the Roman Empire, lives on in its many descendants, including French, Spanish, Italian, and Portuguese. Section 9. Unraveling the myths, debunking Roman legends. The Roman Empire, shrouded in the mists of time, has become fertile ground for myths and legends. Stories of emperors and gladiators, of triumphs and tragedies, have captivated imaginations for centuries. However, separating historical fact from fiction is crucial to understanding the complexities of this ancient civilization. One persistent myth is the image of Romans as decadent and depraved, indulging in lavish feasts and orgies. While extravagance and excess certainly existed, particularly among the elite, this stereotype paints an incomplete picture of Roman society. Another common misconception is the notion of a sudden and catastrophic fall of the Roman Empire. The reality, as we've explored, is far more nuanced. Section 10. The Byzantine Afterglow, the Eastern Roman Empire. While the Western Roman Empire crumbled under the weight of its internal problems and external pressures, the Eastern Roman Empire, centered on Constantinople, endured for another 1,000 years. This vibrant and resilient civilization, often referred to as the Byzantine Empire, preserved and transformed the legacy of Rome, leaving its own indelible mark on history. Constantinople, strategically located at the crossroads of Europe and Asia, became a thriving center of trade, culture, and learning. Its emperors, such as Justinian and Basil II, presided over a golden age of Byzantine art, architecture, and scholarship. The Byzantine Empire played a crucial role in preserving ancient Greek and Roman texts, which might have been lost during the turmoil in the West. Byzantine scholars translated and copied these works, ensuring their survival for future generations. The Byzantine Empire also served as a bulwark against the expansion of Islam, holding back the tide of Arab conquest for centuries. Section 11. Conclusion: Rome's Fall, Humanity's Lesson. The fall of the Roman Empire stands as one of history's most enduring narratives, a cautionary tale whispered through the ages. It serves as a stark reminder that even the mightiest empires, built on foundations of seemingly unshakable strength, are not immune to the forces of decay and decline. Rome's story, however, is not merely a chronicle of collapse. It is a testament to the enduring power of human achievement. It is a story of innovation, of adaptation, and of the indelible mark that civilizations can leave on the world, even in their absence. As we've journeyed through the ruins of Rome, we've uncovered the complex tapestry of factors that contributed to its downfall: economic hardship, military overstretch, political instability, and a loss of civic virtue. These challenges, though ancient in origin, resonate with a chilling familiarity in the modern world. The fall of Rome, therefore, is not merely a historical event.